Partner Luis Barajas is going to start the questions.
Uh, the first question is, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, from Guadalajara.
Guadalajara. How old are you?
I'm 29.
How long have you been teaching at Tech?
I've been teaching for almost 3 years and a half. I started in January 2009.
Okay. How many languages do you speak?
5 and a bit of
Which one?
I speak English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, and a bit of Chinese.
What do you study?
What did I study?
Yeah.
Okay. I started as an industrial engineer. I had 2 years and a half to industrial engineer. Then I moved to a major on international business. So I graduated from international business. And I have a master's on economics and international relations development.
And why do you like to study that?
I like engineering because I'm very good at math and physics. And I like the part of basically how do you understand analytical part of math. Then I decided to move to international business because the part I like the most is logistics. And also the relation between economics and business in the worldwide. And finally, I moved into economics and international relations because I really liked the part of economics and politics, the analysis of those.
Do you like to be teacher forever?
Depends. All depends what you say teacher forever. I would like to teach for a long time, yes. I'm not a full-time teacher. I have my own company. So I would not like to be like only teacher forever. No, that's not my point. But I would like to be teaching in here mainly on university, I guess, for a long time.
And what type of company do you have?
I have a international trade company. We export paper, basically trash, that gets recycled on Pakistan. So we sell it from here, like it's trash paper, and they take it to Pakistan where they create this kind of like paste, and they create cardboard boxes.
Okay. Only paper.
On the paper, yeah. We work with plastic and aluminum, with mainly paper.
Okay. Plastic and aluminum paper.
No, we worked with plastic and aluminum side, but our main market is paper. That's our product.
And how do you see in the future?
How do I see what?
Your style, your.
How do I
see?
how do I
Yes,
see myself in the
yes.
future?
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay, that's a hard one. I don't really know. I see myself with I have 2 other businesses going on, so I might have one of those businesses. Plus, I see myself married, of course, at some point with children. And I guess I don't see myself living here. I see myself living, I guess, in Europe maybe, I don't know.
Okay. What do you like to do in your free time?
In my spare time, I like to do sports. I play tennis. I play soccer. I swim. Sometimes I go to the gym. What else? I like to write. I have a passion for writing. I like to read, and I like to also learn languages. I love that.
What kind of, what do you write?
I write novels.
No?
Yeah.
Like what?
I write a very all depends. Well, I wrote a history novel 7 years ago, and I wrote already like 25 short stories, like tales. And I'm now have to wait to write my first novel in English, and I have to wait that. And that's more like that's not really historic, it's more like fantastic.
How do you start your business of exports?
How? One day when I came back from France, I talked to my friends, and then I went to the theater to work. And when I came back from the theater and I started working here, those friends became my partners. And it occurred to me that someone would like to buy the trash from Mexico. And I looked for which trash can I sell and who will buy it. And then I found these guys from Pakistan who are actually from the United Arab Emirates who want to buy it. And that's it. We get in contact and we sell it.
So your company has like 2 years working.
3 years and a half. The same I have here.
And you have to put like a lot of money to that to start the company? Or?
All depends. In my case, no. We just started the company with less than 10,000. because we had to pay for the creation of the company, of course, but that was it. But that's because of the way we were rented. We managed, or basically I did the negotiations I managed, to make the Pakistanis, or in this case the Arabs, to pay half of the merchandise before sending it. And with that money, I bought the merchandise. It was over 600 tons of paper from the person here, who actually convinced to give me on pallet, like everything wrapped. So I just got transportation company to send it, and I paid the transportation 1 month and a half later, and by that time I already had received the other half, so I paid it. So I basically had no money to put. Yeah, that was very good.
Yes, and you never like went to export to China.
It's very difficult. We start analyzing the idea of exporting scrap, which means electronic trash or waste to China. But it's very difficult to export to China. You have many different like permits that you have to complete. And also, if you want to sell scrap, you have to think that if the ship sinks at the middle of the sea, the insurance is very, very, very high. That means millions of dollars. So you don't want to pay that. And also the second thing is when it gets to China, that scrap gets put into small towns. And that pollutes the town and makes everything radioactive, even the water they drink. So you have to have no conscience to do it. So now we're not really thinking of working with China.
And
Do you think that it's a good idea to invest in coins of gold or silver?
You can ask Maurice for that. He actually says, no, I think it's a very good idea to invest on what we call metals, like gold and silver. It's good. The only thing is that now gold is it's record high. It's very, very expensive. And something that you have to understand from the economy is that you don't want to invest when you get to the peak of something, because then it will fall down. You want to invest on the truth, and it's on the part that it's the lowest part, so it will go up. So at this moment, it's not bad to invest on metals, but you have to understand which metal is the one that you want to invest now. Maybe gold will be slower, and maybe it can fall down, and you will lose the value. So you either wait for gold to go down, or maybe invest in silver, or copper, or the metals that are very good.
what do you think about the crisis in the US?
The one from the 2008 crisis?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's mainly, well, that was because of speculation, and I don't think that's going to finish ever. If we still have the neoliberalism, we will have that forever. Well, not forever, for a long while. So, I think the problem with the economy now is that few people decide or make decisions or take advantage of people that don't know how to decide. And that happened for the US in 2008, and that's the same thing that happened in Europe on 2010 with now the crisis of Greece and Ireland, Spain. So basically, I think that us as consumers, we have to start investing smartly. Like for example, metals is a good option. Or maybe try to put it in some commodities, like invest in oil or other things. And also to try to make your money produce. That means if you are having money and you are graduated, try to put on a company. Make it something that gives more money.
What do you think about
The Mexican economy. I think the problem with the Mexican economy is not an economic problem, it's a political problem. Because Mexico is filled with oligopolies and monopolies, and that's because the Mexican government is letting it happen. So it is a problem with the political reform. We have to change how politics that it's in Mexico, so that we don't only give this advantage of money to the people, to the friends of the government, but that actually falls into the people. I think Mexico has a lot of power, it has raw materials, it has a lot of human capital or physical capital, it has all of the factors of production to be successful. The only problem here is that you have to change the way police are actually leading here in Mexico, so it actually benefits the people.
Last question. How do you see franchises?
Franchise.
Bye. What do you think about the franchise? Buy franchise.
If it's a good, it's good business. It depends. For example, the thing is, as any marketing guy, well, I used to work in marketing for 6 years. So as a marketing and businessman, you understand that any business opportunity is good if it has value. It has value if you're the first one to get that. So for example, buying franchise is very good, as well as you know that that franchise or the same competition is low within the market. For example, when Starbucks got here, the people that invested in Starbucks was very good. Why? Because it has this push, this introduction, yeah, that we call it in the product, introduction and the growth, and then it has a maturity. So you need to get franchises that have during the introduction and the growth part. So it's good. You just have to understand to see which one is a good franchise.
You know,
It's all, I think, of the questions.
thank you for that.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me.